Today we're going to change the front brakes on this 2002 Honda Foreman Rubicon 500. Then you'll get these bolts out right here. It's an 8mm socket, and we'll pull off the drum. Okay, next we have to get this clip pushed in and get a pair of needle nose on that. Turn it 90 degrees, slide this clip out. Okay, now we'll do the same thing to that one down there. Now, on your cylinder, there's an arrow mark, and that tells you the direction to rotate this cam or spread out the drum brake. But we want to go the other direction to help bring this cylinder back in, and that'll help pop these off, give us a little bit extra play. And with the new brakes, they're going to have more meat on it, so you're going to have to go that and reduce that cylinder. You can pull back this tab and then easily run it in with just a screwdriver. Just a few times. Do the same thing to the other side. That'll be on the bottom. At this point, I should probably let you know, if you wanted to take this hub off, you can. Just remove the cotter and then castle nut. This whole thing will slide out. But what I want to do is try to keep this in place. So what I've done is, on the other side, is I've just kind of popped it off. And you just take one of these little hook parts of the spring off of the shoe, and then you'll be able to just feed it around. Now that they're both off of the cylinders, the springs are pretty much loose in there. So now you can do a pair of pliers and try to work one of the spring ends off. Just like that. And there you go. Keep your orientation of your brake shoes. Notice how they'll have a flat side here, and on the other side it'll be a little bit different, this notch cut out. Okay, that plays an important role in which side of the cylinder each shoe fits on. Okay, same thing with the springs, where the coils are. Okay. And the brake shoes I've had are the original on here. So what I want to do is, I'm going to try an aftermarket brand. The originals were squealing pretty bad, even after trying to scuff them up. So I'm going to give these a try. So I'll take them out of the package and I'll hook one side of the springs on. Okay, what you'll notice on these springs is you'll have this sharp 90 on one side and more of a hook on the other, more of a rounded hook. And you'll want to put that sharp 90 in first, okay? So on this one down here, it'll be on this side. Okay, so the orientation will look like this. Okay, it's never a bad idea to shoot some brake clean around here on your cylinders and okay. Once you have it in there, you're going to need some kind of pliers to reach in there and hold the spring and work it around like so to get it in position. And you can just make sure your slots are lined up to receive the brake drum before putting these on. It makes it a lot easier. Also, well, I got to finish getting that bottom one on that cylinder, but there's going to be pins that come through here and they push through the back side of this drum plate. So make sure that, and then the inner seal that it goes through is back in position. But let me get this one hook back up and I'll show you that. There's the pin. There we go. And this seal here, you can see it. You just want to keep that over it. Okay. And on this side, you can kind of see it poking through right there. Okay. And then we'll get our clip ready. All right. How much of that you've seen, but you may need to get a screwdriver to push the clip a little bit more. So grab hold of it before it spins out of there. And then, but yeah, just keep hold of that. Push here with the screwdriver, and once you're cleared this area, just turn your pliers until that's sitting 90 degrees in the slot. Okay, and again, make sure that seal is pushed in back in there, seated good. Okay, when you get everything in there, make sure your springs aren't touching your adjusters. And then with your drum, you're going to have some grease on the outside. That's what actually seals, keeping a lot of the water and dirt from getting in there. And then we're just going to put this back on. Alright, to start for the adjustment, I had this brake drum off, and you want to make sure you adjust it so it still slides on without any resistance, and you can still move it. And then when you use the brake, you want to make sure you feel the pressure there, and that's a good starting base. And then you can always adjust it later with the tires on. Just take this plug out. Alright, once you're satisfied with the initial adjustment, yeah, throw your tires back on it and check your brakes. Make sure that you have movement like this. Press your brakes, and then you can try to move it again with your other hand, and then release the brake and make sure it's still free. Alright, well, I'm going to leave these tires off for now. I have access to this skid plate right there. I'm going to get to the drain bolt and whatnot and change oil on it now. So anyway, thanks for watching this edition of changing the front brakes on this 2002 Honda Foreman Rubicon 500.